Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am doing a makeup tutorial using my new Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I am in love with this palette. Today is the first day that I have used this palette, so it's kind of like a first impression in this video. It is just so beautiful. It makes me want to go out and purchase her other palette. Like the shades in here are gorgeous, and yeah. So if you guys would like to see how to do this makeup look, just keep on watching and I'm gonna go ahead and get into the tutorial. So first I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids with my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the Whiteout shade. And I just wanna use this color just to make the other colors that I'm gonna be using today more vibrant. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this, that was probably too much. And then I'm just going in with the Sigma P84 brush to blend this concealer out. I just love the packaging on this. I don't know if you can see how metallic it is. And then these are the shadows on the inside, which I already showed you guys this at the beginning, but there's so many gorgeous colors in this palette. But first I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, called Musk. And then I'm just going in with my Sigma E25 blending brush and getting that shade on there. And then, wow, these shadows are so pigmented. Like I told you guys in the intro, this is the very first time that I've used this palette, and I've never owned any Huda Beauty products before, so whenever Sephora was having their F.A.B sale, I was so interested to pick up this palette and try it out just because I see so many like awesome reviews on this palette and just so many awesome tutorials. So I wanted to try some of her stuff out. And I'm really impressed with that color. That was so pigmented, really easy to blend out. Next I'm going in with the shade down here called Turkish Delight, which is a metallic kind of cranberry red color. And then I'm just using the Sigma Shader E60 brush to apply that to the eyelid. Yeah, once again, that shade is just so intense, so pigmented, really beautiful. And I'm sure that that color would be, I'm just going back in with a little bit more, just packing it on the brush. And I'm sure that that shade would be even more intense if you use like a makeup setting spray with that color. It's just like the perfect cranberry red. It's gorgeous. Next I'm gonna go in with Saffron. I think that's how you pronounce that. And that's right next to the Turkish Delight. And this is just like a matte kind of red burgundy shade. I'm just using that same E60 brush, just flipping it over to the clean side and just packing that shade here on the brush. Just tapping off the excess, and then I'm just gonna pat that color out here on the last part of the eyelid. I didn't put anything on the brush yet, but then I'm just gonna go back and just kind of blend the edge of where those reds meet the crease color, just to make sure that there's no harsh like lines like that. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Amber. It's up at the top. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that here on the E25 blending brush. And I'm just gonna blend that shade also here in the crease. If you were scared with it looking like too red, maybe you could skip using this in the crease, but I don't know, I really like it. Just gives it that nice red sort of smoky look. And then I'm gonna just wipe that brush off here on a tissue. And I'm gonna go back with a little bit more of that Musk shade that we used at the very beginning in the crease. And I'm just gonna lightly put that here at the top of the crease on this side. I feel like you can see it over here. Oops, sorry if I'm out of frame. I feel like you can see it over here, but not over here so much. So I'm just gonna kind of blend and just blend this side out a little bit. I think since the glitter that I'm gonna use, which is right here, has gold in it, I'm gonna go in with Nefertiti, which is this beautiful metallic gold. And I'm just gonna brush that shade here in the inner corner. And also kind of brush it up here on the eyelid a little bit. I'm going to try to use this shade up here, which is called Desert Sand, which I think this is going to be a little dark for a brow highlight on me, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'm just using the Sigma E70. Yeah, it's a little warm, little kind of dark for me, but I think it works okay. If you were definitely a darker skin tone, that brow bone highlight would be perfect, but kind of for me, since I'm so fair, it's not like a super light shade. But since I did like this golden inner corner, like it works fine. So I'm just gonna roll with it. Now onto the fun glitter. So I'm gonna go in with the shade down here called Cosmo, and this is a pressed glitter. So whenever you go to swatch it, it's just like a glitter. It's not super opaque when you swatch it. So I'm gonna see how this is gonna go because I've never used this palette until today. So, you know, I've never used that shade. I'm gonna go in with my makeup setting spray, my Urban Decay All Nighter. And I'm just gonna mist my Sigma E55 shading brush. And I'm just gonna mist this brush a couple of times. And then I'm going to put that here in the glitter. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Just kind of pack that on. And then, let's see how this goes. I'm going to pat that glitter kind of just all over the eyelid. And I can totally feel this falling on my face. So that's why I would say definitely wait to do your foundation, which there might be a better way to apply the glitter. I'm not like a glitter applying expert. So if some of you guys have a better technique, definitely leave those suggestions or techniques, how you would do them down in the comments. This time I put it on the brush before and then did the glitter. And I feel like that works better if you put the glitter on there first and then spray it with the makeup setting spray. But yeah, that glitter is really pretty. So I'm gonna try to touch up this eye again with the technique that I used here, where I put the glitter on the brush first and then spritzed it with the makeup setting spray. Which I am going to be finding glitter everywhere for days. Okay, then for this, I'm just gonna go in with some Scotch tape and try to kind of get some of this glitter off. Like, see, this side wasn't near as bad with the glitter fallout as this side. So it's definitely a lot better if you spray the makeup setting spray on the brush after it has a glitter. Which I should have known that, but I just thought I would try something different. So as you can see, that like grabs most of the glitter. I'm just kind of lightly, just going like that. I just kind of rolled the tape up like this, and I'm just kind of lightly going over the glitters, which, I mean, it's probably gonna be really hard to get all the glitter off, but this will get most of it off. Okay, now I'm just going in with a makeup remover wipe and just kind of cleaning up whatever was left. And I'm just gonna sharpen this outer corner out here. Just to kind of give it that cat eye shape, just like that. And also kind of clean up right there. So go like that. And that also gets the glitter off too, like the leftover glitters that you couldn't get. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and move on with the liner and lashes. And for the lashes today, I'm just gonna be using the Ardell Wispies. And then I'm just gonna be using the Tarte Tartist Double Take Liner. I'm just gonna be using the liquid liner side. And this is the first day that I'm using this liner as well, so we'll see how this goes. I know whenever I swatched this product on the back of my hand, it was really intense, but it kind of bled out into like my little wrinkles on my hand, so. But it doesn't look like it's running or like seeping into like wrinkles or anything, little spots on my eyelid, so that's good. And this is really black, very pigmented. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of a wing out here. If you didn't want to use black liner, you could totally do brown. I feel like brown would also be really pretty with this red eyeshadow. But since I'm doing like false lashes today, I wanted to do the black. Okay, and I feel like that was fairly easy to do, like a winged liner with this. Before I apply the false lashes, I'm just gonna go in with a couple of coats of the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. And then before I put my foundation on, I'm just gonna go in with this First Aid Beauty. This is the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. And it's just a coconut like primer. Whoops, and this is a little sample. I got this in that Sephora F.A.B sale. Like, I got to pick, you know, some samples, and that was one of the samples that I picked. So I'm just gonna smooth that on. I had already moisturized my face earlier today after I got out of the shower, but it's like been a while, and since I used that makeup remover wipe on my face to try to get off the glitter, my face definitely needs some moisture now because my skin is more on the dry side, and especially right now with it going into winter, I need to moisturize my face really well before I put on my foundation. For my foundation today, I'm just gonna be using my favorite Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, and the shade I use in this is in Fair Light Neutral. So I just do a couple of pumps on the back of my hand. I know that some people just like, sometimes just kind of drop it on their face, but I don't really like doing it that way, so I just like to drop it on the back of my hand. I'm just going in with my beauty sponge, and this is the Peak Cosmetics beauty sponge. I'll link down below where you can get it. It's a really nice sponge, and it's definitely comparable to the Beauty Blender. It is a little, I feel like it's a little bigger, like fatter than the Beauty Blender. Like the Beauty Blender is a little bit more skinny. I mean, I know the Beauty Blender puffs up too once you get it damp, but this one gets a little wider or something. But I have been enjoying this Peak Cosmetic sponge more than my Real Technique sponge. And you guys know, like, I swear by that sponge. I mean, I still like it, but this one is even softer, and it's just beautiful. I love the finish that it gives your foundations. It's just a really nice sponge. And then I'm just gonna take some here up on my forehead. And I thought I would fix my hair different for you guys today. I know a lot of you all have been wanting me to do like a beachy wavy kind of hair tutorial. And this is the first day that I attempted this look. So it's gonna take me a while to like get used to how I do this, and maybe I could film a tutorial on it. I mean, I'm horrible at hair tutorials. Like, it's just so hard to film them. You almost need someone else to like film it for you, like while you're doing it. So we'll see. Maybe I can get like Josh to film it for me while I'm trying to like style my hair. It's just hard because you kind of have to show the backside, you know? And it's really hard to do, especially with my hair being so short. And then I'm just going in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer, and this is in the shade Light. which you'll be able to see better what this hairstyle looks like once I get done with my makeup, because I kind of have it tucked behind my ears and kind of clipped over here, so. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this down the center of my nose, and I kind of need a little bit more coverage right here around my mouth. I have like acne scarring around my mouth, and I just hate that. So if you guys have zits, never pick at them, because that's what I would do. You know, it's kind of like whenever it would start to dry up and start to flake, I would pick it off, and I think that's why I have like these cratery scars like around my mouth, which I just absolutely hate them, but there really isn't much you can do to fix that. So just don't pick at your zits. And then I'm just going to touch up the eyelash band here with the liquid liner I was using, just to hide that if any of it's showing through the lash glue. Before I finish out the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and set my foundation with my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. And I'm just using my flat top e.l.f. brush to pat that on. I feel like I look dead right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off this foundation off my lips. For my lower lashes, I'm just gonna go in with my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. And if you wanted to do more with the lower lash line with this makeup look, you could. But I kind of like how it just looks sort of kind of clean down there. I mean, I know that we did kind of smoke some of the eyeshadow down there, but I don't know. I just like the way it looks the way it is. So I'm not going to add anything else there. But just this mascara. And then for my bronzer, I'm just going to go in with my NARS Laguna. And I ended up like just taking this out of my makeup kit because my other Laguna bronzer, I used it up, and I meant to purchase another one at the F.A.B sale, and I totally forgot to do that. And I'm just going in with my Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just kind of doing light contouring. And then I'm just going in with my Real Techniques powder brush, getting some more of Laguna on there, and then I'm just gonna lightly brush this here on my temples. And kind of up here on my forehead. Just to give myself a little bit of color. For my blush, I'm just going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Exposed. I used it for the first time again yesterday, and I forgot how much I love this color. It's just a beautiful, everyday, just mauvey pink. It's perfect. It's kind of like one of those blush colors that it's like if you don't know what blush color to use, this is like a go-to, and I just love it. And it lasts forever. Like, it was on my cheeks for definitely 12 hours yesterday. For my highlight today, I'm using an old favorite, and this is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Blush Gems. And I'm just gonna use my Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just gonna lightly apply that right here. Okay, so I was experimenting with some different lip colors off camera to figure out what color I wanted to wear with this, but I think I want to go with like a dark berry lip color with this. I just think it looked so beautiful. You could totally do a nude lip with this look too, if you didn't feel comfortable wearing like this dark color that I'm about to put on my lips. And this is one, I kind of forgot that I had this in my collection, but this is one of the Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks in Espresso Exposed, and it's so beautiful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on so you guys can see what it looks like with this look. And just excuse the weird faces I make when I put lipstick on. And then to make sure you're not gonna get any lipstick on your teeth, just go like that, and it'll kind of get the excess lipstick off the inside of your lips so you don't get it all over your teeth. I hope that you guys did enjoy this tutorial with the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. Forgot what it was called, but this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend it. I know this was like the first time that I ever used it, but it is beautiful. I'm gonna be doing more looks with this. So maybe leave your request down below of what kind of looks you'd like to see. Like I would love, I would love to do like a really pretty like purple kind of smoky eye, because I feel like that would be gorgeous. And I don't know, there's just some other kind of golden shades that are really pretty in here. So yeah, be on the lookout for more tutorials with this palette, and just leave your all's requests down below. I hope, like I said in my last video, that you all had a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys in my next video. I just feel like I'm rambling now, but I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.